In the vast skies above, where ordinary rules seem to bend and stretch, airplanes have been witness to a host of bizarre and bewildering occurrences. From the unexpected to the downright peculiar, join us as we embark on a journey through the annals of aviation history to uncover the strange things that happened on planes. Buckle up as we delve into tales that'll leave you both amazed and astounded at the inexplicable events that have unfolded at 30,000 feet and beyond. Before we move on, take a moment and subscribe to our channel. Done that? Let's get into it. Flyer wraps her seat. A woman is seen using saran wrap, which is popularly used to wrap lunches for school, though the woman in the video is hardly using the wrap for any sane reasons like school lunches. Instead, she uses plastic wrap to cover her seat from all sides possible, including the top. Although her intentions are unclear, she does seem agitated in the video, almost as if she were doing so out of spite. In the clip, no one objects to the woman's bizarre actions. In fact, a passenger sitting behind her even lends a helping hand to cover her seat. The captions on the video claim that the woman had bought all 3 of the seat tickets to turn her economy experience into a business class ride. So, in order to do so, she wraps her open sides to create more privacy for herself. The video clarifies that the woman waited for the plane crew to sit down before she started her plastic wrapping shenanigans, which explains why no crewmate interferes in her schemes in the clip.
Why are you laughing? Can you stop filming me?
No.
Stop filming me.
What do you think is happening here? Let us know in the comments below. Emotional support animals. A woman from Michigan is gaining attention from traveling with her miniature service horse on a series of high-quality flights across the country. Ronica Fries and her small horse named Fred journeyed from Grand Rapids, Michigan to Ontario, California. Fries mentioned that she invested a significant amount for tickets with spacious bulkhead seating, ensuring there was plenty of room for her and Fred to travel comfortably. She shared, "This marked our initial flight experience. While Fred has covered numerous miles in my vehicle, this was his first time flying."
Fred has traveled several thousands of miles in my vehicle, but it was our first time in the air.
She further explained, "I dedicated a whole year to thoroughly train Fred, and I was fully prepared for any situation that arose." Reflecting on their journey, Fries expressed gratitude for the kindness they received throughout. She praised the TSA for their exceptional treatment and shared that the overall experience surpassed her expectations. Passengers push airplane. Get ready to laugh because there's a video making everyone chuckle on the internet. Imagine this, a bunch of folks at an airport in Nepal turning into super strong heroes pushing a plane like it's a giant shopping cart. Usually you see people pushing cars on roads when they get a flat tire, but this time it's an airplane on a runway. The video starts with a plane from Tara Airlines, and then the hilarity begins. Passengers become airplane pushers, giving their all to move the plane away from the runway. It's like a funny circus act happening where you least expect it. Here's the twist. The back tire of the plane popped like a balloon, so the passengers had to step in and play tug-of-war with the airplane. This all went down at Boggler Airport as reported by Nepal News. So next time you have a flat tire, maybe consider calling your friends for a little help. Who knows, you might become an internet sensation just like these plane-pushing champs. Emergency wedding. Ever wondered if the universe is secretly a matchmaker? Brace yourself, because if you're skeptical about this, a mind-boggling twist of fate is coming your way. Our story kicks off with Pam and Jeremy, a couple who are riding the waves of happiness. They were all set for their dreamy wedding in Las Vegas, but there was a tiny hiccup. They forgot to have a backup plan in case things went haywire. Picture this. The couple envisioned tying the knot in a charming Las Vegas chapel. They were all dressed up as the bride and groom, all prepped for their 9 o'clock appointment. To top it off, their flight schedule was aligned perfectly with their wedding plans. Plot twist alert, Mother Nature had her own ideas. The weather threw a tantrum and their flight was cancelled faster than you can say wedding bells. But guess what? Love doesn't let a little thing like turbulent weather spoil the show. Pam and Jeremy decided to script their own love story high up at 37,000 feet. With a flight attendant donning the role of a makeshift maid of honor and a random fellow named Chris Calogra stepping up as an impromptu officiant, the couple made it official in the sky. Who needs solid ground when love's in the air? And just like the stories that warm up your heart, this tale defies the conventional norm of endings. They say true love tales never really find their conclusion, and Pam and Jeremy's adventure up in the clouds is a testament to that. One plane over another. If you're someone who gets nervous on airplanes, you might not want to watch this. There's a video where two airplanes fly really close to each other while making a commercial. Their wings are so close that they almost look like they could touch. The video shows these two airplanes flying very near to each other, and you can even see inside the cockpit of one of the planes. These airplanes are from Air Canada Rouge, and they were filming a special commercial in 2016. That's why they were flying so close together. Skilled pilots were in control, and they did the flying part perfectly. In the video, the camera zooms in on the cockpit of one plane, and you can see the pilots inside. The video also shows the wings of the planes passing each other really closely. Lots of people on the internet, around 34,000, liked the video. People have been leaving comments and talking about it. Kid in airplane engine. A video that's spreading like wildfire on Instagram caught the scene where a teenager, who still hasn't been identified, was caught by security agents as he climbed down from an airplane's engine. The boy didn't seem to consider his own safety and managed to hide himself perfectly inside the airplane's engine. In response to the video, an Instagram user commented, "His action could have endangered all the passengers on that plane." Left alone. A passenger aboard an Air Canada flight fell asleep in the air only to wake up on the ground to the surprise of a lifetime. "Just a sheer sense of helplessness when you feel like you're locked on this aircraft," said Tiffany O'Brien.
A sheer sense of helplessness when you feel like you're locked on this aircraft.
O'Brien was en route from Quebec to Toronto and was apparently so fast asleep that she never felt the plane land, or had any awareness that everyone else got off. Making matters worse, none of the flight staff noticed her and left her there. It was hours later that she awoke alone in the pitch black with no way to get off the plane. That's when she made her way into the cockpit. "I was so scared that I was going to touch something that's wrong, but I knew I had to do something, and I found a flashlight and was so happy that was like the best moment ever," O'Brien said. O'Brien was then able to open the aircraft door, but the drop was too far. She then texted a friend who managed to get airport security to rescue her. O'Brien has now hired a lawyer. The airline says it's investigating how she could have been left alone. Namaste in your seat. A woman took on flight relaxation to new heights when she started doing yoga 30,000 feet above the ground. She was traveling from Los Angeles to Cabo San Lucas in Mexico. A fellow passenger recorded a video of her yoga session, during which she performed a handstand upside down on her seat. The woman, who has not been named, also stretched her neck at various angles. "It was bizarre, but it was also pretty incredible at the same time," shared the user who uploaded the video of the yoga workout on Twitter. The yogi kept at it for 20 minutes before a flight attendant asked her to stop, according to him. "In all fairness, she's really good at what she does, and she did it all without waking the guy next to her up, which is pretty funny," he added. Flight attendants in overhead bins. While rules might often be seen as dull, there's a certain thrill in breaking them. Flight attendants from China's Conmarina Airlines embraced this spirit, transforming their 12 hours of exhaustion into a whirlwind of amusement. They ventured to lock themselves inside overhead luggage bins, a blend of creativity and excitement. Most sought this unconventional act as a brief respite, while others aimed to satiate their souls with some chit-chat and camaraderie. Adding an unexpected twist, they persuaded a new crew member to join their escapade, making it a sort of initiation into their group. However, the airlines eventually got wind of these antics. Cognizant of the potential hazards, they levied a hefty fine on the entire crew to discourage such behavior in the future. The message was clear: no more overhead bin hangouts. The news spread, prompting flight attendants from various airlines to display their unity by posting pictures of themselves in overhead bins. The consensus seemed to be that it was all in good fun, except for the Chinese airlines, who saw it from a different perspective. Quick laundry. When it comes to airplane travel, there are certain behaviors that are generally frowned upon, like taking off your shoes and socks, doing yoga in the aisle, or eating smelly foods. But sometimes a person does something on a plane no one is expecting, as was the case when one woman was caught literally airing out her dirty laundry. The woman was traveling with Ural Airlines from Antalya, Turkey to Moscow, Russia, when she was recorded holding a pair of white cotton underwear over her head up to the air vent to dry them off. A fellow passenger on the flight told that the woman didn't even seem remotely embarrassed as she held the underwear to the vent for at least 20 minutes. Everybody was looking with interest and confusion, but everybody remained silent, the passenger told the news. After footage of the incident was shared online, the video sparked conflicting opinions from people who commented on the woman's behavior. Maybe the takeoff was sort of extreme, so now she has to dry those, one person commented. Another suggested that the underwear potentially belonged to a child. Those aren't ones of an adult, looks like they belong to a kid. This is not the worst thing in the modern world, someone else added. Others were not as understanding of the woman's behavior. This woman has the intellect of a dog. This is so sad. Half the country are like her. In the world of flying, strange things happen that make us think twice. From funny to puzzling, these stories in the sky remind us that surprises can happen anywhere, even way up high. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please let us know by clicking the like button. Do share, write a comment, and don't forget to subscribe so you can catch up on our next video.